Next up at the news desk, we have RAFI North America. Now, RAFI specializes in human-machine interface systems, specializing in custom control components ranging from touchscreens and signaling devices to tactile switches and electrical mechanical devices. We have Timahir Tesic here, who is the CEO and president of RAFI North America. So, T, can you tell me a little bit about RAFI's vision for the market in North America?
Yeah, good morning. Good to be with you guys. You know, RAFI Group has enjoyed a tremendous success rate in Europe with their product, not just in completion, but also the success rate of quote versus win, and has had really a good saturation. Naturally, our mission over the past several years was how do we bring that type of success and duplicate it in the North American market. Mm-hmm. The need is there, and this was our focus. So the last several years we've spent time on trying to figure out a process in which we make the location the most flexible part of when we quote. Mm-hmm. And our process has been developed where we basically quote any product for our global customers with these solutions in either continent. We see some of our first successes in direct results in winning business. And this localizing obviously has further been boosted, let's say, by the current administration's policies and trying to bring it, make our market focus. And having done that for a couple of years already, it feels like we have a head start when customers approach us, can you do it local? Mm-hmm. We already have a process in place for it.
Amazing. Now let's talk a little bit about operators, because when operators are comfortable, they are more productive. So in terms of cab design, what has really changed in the last few years?
What's really changed in the last few years has been the complexity, I would say. Basically looking at high-tech features along with a functional safety that is more and more a requirement. And how do those two things guide the cab design is the big difference. So when you look at the results as we're seeing them, it eliminates isolated components. In the past, you would have had a specific component do a task, mm-hmm. and now with the integration of software and other things, it has to function with each other, it has to communicate, it has to be in harmony in a sense.
Yes.
And so that has really changed quite a bit. What that also does, though, is it reduces, in a sense, supply base for customers, because not every past supplier would have had the same capability to answer these more complex requests to quote. That's really where we shine today.
And so when you're working with OEM teams, there can be some friction at times. And what really is the most challenging aspect to bringing a new cab to market?
I would say some things have never changed and won't. And one of the things at the top is timing. Managing a project through completion in several regions. That's a big challenge, always has been. But then as of late, I would say that you have to balance that in addition to the safety requirements and the usability of a product, as like we have here, and then still the looks. Mm-hmm. The looks are hugely important. And when you are on a global market like we are, not every region defines their modern product the same way. Right. So I'm sure when you travel to Asia, you see much more predominantly touchscreen use. And then in the European markets, you see more of a mixture of it. For us in the US is rigidity. Screens come into play. Sometimes it's a selling feature. But the way the product looks has a region-specific touch to it. And then this user-friendliness and optic of it is the latest challenge, because you're trying to package functional things and still make them look appealing in an excavator, for example, you know. So it's the look has taken such a huge importance.
Now, obviously, at CONEXPO, you're looking to meet with as many customers as you can and get that RAFI vision into their brains. But looking beyond CONEXPO, how are you going to continue to collaborate with those OEM teams to bring new concepts directly to them?
So what we're doing this year is basically in the fall, we're going to do more of a hands-on approach. We will be bringing our latest concepts and half-design products straight to the customer's engineering centers in sort of a mobile tour of display. In that way, we give our partners the chance to bring in their pain points, wishes, to help us understand their need before we final develop something, because it's much more difficult when you freeze everything and then to undo, go back and spend more money to get their needs into it. I think that will ensure that we focus on shaping what comes next together with them.
Well, T, thank you so much for being here. If you are at CONEXPO this week, make sure you visit RAFI North America in the Platinum lot or visit rafi-northamerica.com.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.